What's good? We jumping back into the boxing game today with the boxing link of more. Y'all know what it is. Shout out to the LDBC. Shout out to the YTBC. Y'all know what it is. We back on that grind. Your boy TJ Goodfella. And I'm going to link two interviews in the description. With Mikey Garcia talking greasy, man. He's talking greasy about Errol Spence. He's talking greasy about Terence Crawford. He's talking greasy about Lomachenko, Bob Arum. I mean, he's full of great ideas and potential fights, but I was live with Mr. LTBA Corey Bradshaw yesterday, and I don't see Mikey Garcia being effective past 147, but he tells Errol Spence that he's coming for him, and this ain't the first time that he said it. And, why is Mikey Garcia so confident? Because Mikey Garcia has been in there with the best. I mean, he was in there with Evan Valero, who was a monster, who rumored to knocked out Oscar De La Hoya. He was been in there with, he said, Chris John. He said he sparred with Manny Pacquiao. I mean, he's basically like the Floyd Mayweather of the Garcias. He's being grown to be the best of them. And they believe in Mikey Garcia, but, him versus Errol Spence, Mikey's a talented fighter. I've seen him, spar with Madonna, who was a big puncher. He helped Madonna, hone his skills when he came to Robert Garcia Boxing Academy. I definitely wouldn't count Mikey Garcia out in any fight. He's very talented. But what I've seen with the Adrian Broner fight is, and I know this was his first step up in weight for real, at 140. And that's, a ways coming from 2 years off and going from 130 to 135, 140. He's taking chances and he's taking risks. He's trying to be great. I'll tell you this. He didn't look, fast twitchy versus Broner. He looked good, but a real killer. Like, if you're going to fight Errol Spence, let's keep it real. Real killer, would have knocked out Adrian Broner that night. And if he ain't going to be able to knock out Adrian Broner, he ain't going to be able to develop some more speed and some more power. I know he's a technician, but he's going to become more powerful. He's going to become more strong. I know he walks around at 170, but it's different. It's different. He's going to have to generate more power. And at 140, he might be in a bit of trouble with Prograis, Jose Ramirez, who's squeezing down, and Josh Taylor. I'm telling you guys, he's going to be real, real good. I'm interested to see how he deal with a bigger 140 before I even imagine him in a ring with Errol Spence. But he says he's coming for Errol Spence. It could happen by the end of this year. It could happen next year. But he's coming for welterweight. He's coming for blood. He's coming for Keith Thurman. And I like that. And we can't have it both ways. Well, he talking crazy, man. Oh, these guys are scared of Errol Spence. I mean, he's talking greasy. He expects to be Lipinus. He expects to be Linares after that. And he expects to stay at 140 and make some noise and try to unify. He's trying to be great. He's trying to push it. And the reason why he's pushing to be great right now is because he lost 2 years and some change to Bob Arum and chopping, in litigation, mediation, whatever you want to call it. So, he got to make up that time. So he's fresher. He took care of his body. He stayed in shape. He stayed grinding. He stayed sparring. But Errol Spence will fold him up like a lawn chair right now. He got to develop some more, physical strength. Even at 140, he can build that muscle. He's just too small for Errol Spence. This is a guy, Errol Spence, that hit hard, that's strong. And Mikey's not the best defensive mover. He's smart, but he ain't got that head movement or, he ain't elusive like that. So he ain't going to be hard to find. And, he's talking good, but he's trying to build his name up, and he's trying to get his name out there by saying crazy stuff. But, if after a while, after you accomplish some things, you get some belts at 140, you beat some guys up there, people going to say, oh, remember you said that? Remember you said this? At the end of the day, he want to do it, he want to do it. But, if he beats Errol Spence, shit, he going to be seen as good, as real good, right? Then he talked about Terence Crawford. He says, Bob Arum, let me borrow Terence Crawford. And Crawford has got to outbox him in sparring, who beat him in the amateurs. But he's feel confident. This ain't the amateurs, this ain't sparring. He feel confident versus Terence Crawford. And if I'm Bob Arum, I'll rush to make that fight. I say, look here, man. Bud, get that 140-pound title. I said, look here, Al. We would like to have Mikey Garcia come on to ESPN. He would like to be in a fight, Lomachenko first if he's still in that weight. And then, possibly if he beats Lomachenko, we can do a Terence Crawford fight. He get this X amount of money, or we can have it on your network. I want to see. I'm tired of of guys talking about other guys from the other side. It ain't gonna happen. He admitted in the interview. He said, "Now I know it probably ain't gonna happen, but he feels confident, and it's different from the fight made. But the Garcias are very confident in Mikey. Mikey is a very confident guy. He's been through a who's list of sparring. He had great tutelage. He's trained to be a police officer, so if his boxing thing don't work out, he could be a police officer. He just had a son not too long ago. His son looked about 2 or 3. About two, I think. So, I mean, he ready to go for it. And I like it. I like somebody that's ready, that's willing to take risks, who's willing to be active, who's willing to take on the best. And Lipinet's going to be an easy fight. But I don't see him fading Errol Spence. But I've seen crazier things happen in the sport of boxing. I don't see him fading Terence Crawford. Crawford and Spence are two of the most special guys in boxing. I ain't going to say in 47 on down or 47 or wherever, but they're special. Special. That's all I can say, special. I wish Mikey Garcia was Keith Thurman in Keith Thurman position and calling out Errol Spence, but obviously, most boxers are given. He spoke on Keith as well because he called Keith out. He said he feel him, he got the elbow injury, he deserved a tune-up. I mean, probably right, but, if Keith Thurman elbow really injured, that's what we need to know. He waited 2 or 3 months after the Garcia fight to get the elbow surgery. He only fought once after Sean Porter at the alleged car accident where there was no paperwork produced that he got into a car accident, was injured, and he fought him about June or July. He ain't fight the rest of that year. So, at the end of the day, man, we need more proactive fighters like Mikey Garcia who's willing to take these risks. Not only talk about it, but was willing to take these risks. And he's took risks, and let's see if he can take the next step to eventually getting to Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, Errol Spence, or potentially Lomachenko, Jorge Linares, and in the near future, Danny Crawford or something like that, and Spence and the rest of them later on. But we talking boxing. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, like us, and message me, and I got all the answers to your questions. Hopefully, we gone.